right, welcome
All right,
back.
welcome back. Welcome.
On the final episode. On the final episode. Like, I love the last thing that someone just said in the Twitch chat, by the way, is same. I love listening to John trying to scheme while they all try to roast Joe and his fiefdom. Like, and that's the perfect example of that.
Had to get him.
That's how we go.
Welcome
the classic.
back. Welcome back, everyone, to Greenbox Gaming Plays Impossible Landscapes. Maybe. I don't know. Now that, and just before I said that, it kind of made me sad. This might be the last time we ever play Impossible Landscapes. This session that we're doing right now. And that's kind of sad, but at the same time,
yeah,
the story's got to end, right? I am Joe, and I'm joined by my incredible friends. I'm joined by Dace, playing Busiek.
Hello.
Joined by Jean, playing Benedict.
Hello.
And of course, Brad, playing Hank.
hello. Yeah, I'm gonna miss
You got
seeing
everyone
you
right this
guys
time.
on here. You know, it's been a long haul, but
Yeah, because
every
after
day
this,
we'll just
we're not talking to each other.
yeah.
After this is
Yeah,
So,
like,
been
End of
fun.
the campaign.
Yeah, no, the stakes are
end of
very
a
high.
friendship.
right.
Yeah, if we don't make it out of Carcosa, we have to stop. That's the agreement.
Ooh.
We have to stop talking
What
to each
about
other.
this? Only characters who survive Carcosa are allowed to remain in the friend group.
Oh no.
I love it. Well, guys, yeah, we're right here at the end. Do we just want to jump right back in and just?
Let's do it.
I mean, you already
I don't
did
think
the,
it needs a recap.
yeah, you already
You can
did
go
the
to
2-year
the previous
recap.
episode if you do the
Yeah.
recap. Yeah.
You telling me you don't have any fun banter questions lined up for the finale of this
Some
whole
good
podcast?
movies.
You know, so,
Yeah.
so let me tell you about this thing I saw.
No,
Actually,
let's
there
rock and roll.
Oh, there is something I want to tell you guys, but it's definitely an off-air thing, a super funny thing that happened that I want to tell you about. Anyway, sorry.
Sanity check.
Sanity check. Last time the crew entered into the palace, they went through the weapons check. fucking Jean, not Benedict.
You
I
take
don't
it and you'd like
I
it.
don't blame Benedict. I blame Jean.
I'm just playing the character.
Just doing
Benedict.
what my character would do.
Yeah.
My character would do. How dare you do what the character would do? Jean or Benedict rolled a critical success, and they managed to smuggle in some weapons in. They saw some faces that they'd seen before, and especially one face. Axel Armstrong. He said, "Call me Furcus." Other name. Apparently they're here for a business meeting of some type. As you guys entered into this small, like, garden before, like this, like a walled garden area before you enter into the ballroom, the main palace itself. And that is where we're going to pick up. Right there at the end, where Bael turned around to Hank, and Hank said, "Where is Abigail?" Abigail here. And he turned and he said, "Hank, I told you all that time ago with that note that I left you. Didn't I tell you that you were going to find Abigail?"
And I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even know if we knew who left this note.
No, I don't think we
I
did.
don't think you did. And real quick, I will pull it up on the screen for us to see. This is
That
something-
was the full details that he had of all of our lives
Yeah.
with Benedict, Benji, and Hank, what they were doing, where they lived, what they were interested in.
Yeah, for people just listening, it just like had our names, and it
Yeah.
kind of looks like a checklist of like past experiences.
What's going to happen?
and what possibly could happen.
Right.
At the
This goes-
bottom
Yeah.
of
And at
Hank's,
the
it
end-
was Hank will find Abigail in the end.
Mhm. Yeah. You guys found this back in chapter 2 when you found the scribe up in the upper floor of Barbas's house. And all that time ago. I wish I could say
Hank, I don't like the way that man said that. I don't like him either.
I just don't like anybody.
I don't like this party.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the flashbang was the best option.
Surely.
I mean, I still got it.
That's actually
You
worth
feeling-
worth discussing. Hold up. I know we made it in here with weapons. Do we actually how do we need another code name? So we say this is a big old double sub situation, and when we say double sub situation, that's where we bring them out. We bring out the small guns.
Do you mean double sub as opposed to meatball? Like, are we going
Yeah,
other
yes, the new code word.
food-related code words? All right.
Yeah, double sub.
You know, it's
We
going
call
to be
that
it's
a
going to be really
hero.
serious. The
Where I'm
finale is
from.
going to be very serious, very laser focused, and here we are.
I am serious. I'm having a talk with my characters.
Pardon me.
But seriously, when I really hope we have some idea of if we're going to. I don't know what to expect, and do we need to?
What about
Is it even worth coordinating anymore, Hank?
What
Is it
about
even worth talking about this?
what about gyro? Like those,
Euro.
like those.
So okay.
Am I saying it right?
Am I saying it right?
Gyro. What about a ceviche? That's a funny word.
I think.
All right. The
All right, I
guards
think
are going
what
to
I
move you
wanted
away
to
from the
talk
door
about-
at this point. They're like, could you please step back?
As we're talking about the guns that we
Visual
have
eye
on our
roll.
side.
What about
box?
ham and cheese?
Okay.
Oh no,
I
it's
guess
got
that was-
it's got to be Arby's. We'll say Arby's if we're about to let loose.
Okay.
The code word phrase will be, "We have the meats."
All right. Well, I guess I got most of what I needed from that. You guys also have no idea when we may need to turn to violence, and we're just gonna play it by ear. Let's go then.
I mean,
Perfect solution.
we made it this
Perfect
far
plan.
doing that.
Yeah, because you guys have been so coordinated up to this point.
I miss our static troops. They were so competent.
They were so confident. Do you guys remember when you guys were
Oh,
like
yeah.
really good Delta Green agents for those 2 episodes?
Oh, see, no, that's what we get for
Felt-
being competent. We get to
Yeah,
Joe
we get
tells
our
us to
faces
rip
cut
off
off.
our faces.
Exactly.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So what are you guys doing? So you guys are still here in the garden.
All right.
Guess
Was
we
the
should
crowd
still
still sitting in the
around.
garden? Are they moving, shifting to another area?
There is an open door, like a big open double doors that go into what looks like a very well lit ballroom.
You guys think we should mosey on to the ballroom?
Yeah, let's head that way.
I guess so. I'm worried what they're talking about in that conclave, but I don't see any way for us to get in.
All right, let's do it.
You guys begin to meander into through the garden, to these big double doors, and as you get there, again, there are these 2 guards, and they snap to attention when you go by and bring their hands up to their chest and render you a short bow, as you go in before returning to their position of rest. You guys see before you this beautiful, absolutely dripping with elegance, every inch of it. This massive ballroom, ceilings that are like 20 feet high, big arched with paintings. The even the ceilings are painted and gilded with everything. As you guys walk in, everyone is wearing masks. They are dressed incredibly immaculately. They are dancing, and they are laughing and drinking. And as you guys, maybe the people near the door kind of see you come in, and again they kind of give you some looks, but you now detect something else in the looks. Not what a bunch of weirdos. Look at your mask. Maybe a man walks by you and it's a look of jealousy. Like they want your mask. They want to look the way you look. They want to wear what you're wearing or something. That there is an image. There's like a bit of just jealousy about them. And everyone is moving in and around through the ballroom. And there's the central area where everyone's dancing, and there's a string band off to the side playing music that's kind of like tinnitus in a way. Like, it's kind of whining and not pleasant in one way, but also pleasant in another way. Strange and droning in a way. See before you this beautiful, beautiful ballroom. What are you guys doing? What do you guys want to do here? What are you looking for? Is like, Busiak, do you let them know before you throw the flashbang into the middle of everyone? Or is it just something that,
All right,
just
I make an entrance.
No, I'm looking for Rich.
Rich?
I'm scanning the room,
Of course.
looking for Rich. So there's something you want me to roll for that?
That's probably going to be an alertness, because everyone's moving, and there's so many bodies moving in and out, and there are people moving past you to go into the garden or into the ballroom.
15 under 53, success.
It's pretty good. You're looking around, and and obviously everyone is masked as well, so that's just makes things worse. It's so hard. It's so hard to see anyone, and even Busiak, as you are, there's just like 2 or 3 steps down onto the level of the ballroom. You're kind of looking up and over everyone. You're already a tall guy, and you're looking up, and as you're looking, it's like you lose faces in the crowd, but it's not just that a lot of people are moving. It's almost like your eyes are kind of like swimming a little bit, in this place. And even as you feel that the ceiling is like, roll a sanity check.
Okay. Success, 4 under 59. Rock solid.
Rock
Busiak
solid.
Bartok.
Take 1 sanity damage for your side pile, please. As you hazard a glance upward, and you see that the ceiling is pulsing, but in a way that feels like breathing.
Holy shit.
Up.
You guys seeing this? And he
Down.
points up to the ceiling.
Excellent. Other 2, please roll me a sanity check.
Oh, nice job. Thanks.
I think Brad is still with us, but I think he's a little.
Sorry, I'm
little
catching
broken.
it. What you're saying,
Okay.
but of all days, my internet's
Yeah, Jean, roll that for me.
That's a success on the sanity.
That's insanity. What'd you get, Brad?
Success 20 under
Success.
39.
Both take 1 sanity damage. Busiak, and you guys look up and observe this too. And even as you look off to the edges of this, the sides of the ballroom, you too notice that even as this breathing of this room goes on, you try to ignore it. It's just one more damn thing. You guys see that there are hallways, and that maybe you look to one side of the room, then back, and there's a door or a hallway that was there or wasn't there, before. Like, this place, and it's like, and even in this place where things seemed for just a moment like things made sense, like they made a little more sense than everywhere else, still in Carcosa. This place is still messing with us.
So, are we seeing like the ceiling breathe as well?
Yes, and worse than that, Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, as you guys are here, and you're hearing these, you've heard it when you came in, and you're hearing people kind of mutter about it in here. People talking about the king, and we can't wait for the king to come. And you see that down at the far, far end, surrounded by guards, not quite shoulder to shoulder, but pretty close, behind a velvet rope, set up on a plinth where a big carpet runs at the very end of the room. You see what looks like... Has Benedict read The King in Yellow? Or did only
No.
or did only Benji read it?
It was just Benji.
Well, sure about that?
Yeah.
I know
I
Benji.
think Benji read it overnight in a sitting or in one session, and he like relayed some of it, but he didn't never read it.
But
I think.
Benedict, you see down at the end, you see that raised up on this platform, surrounded by these guards, you see a massive, empty throne. And standing all around it are regal-looking people. You see 2 women and 2 men. The women are beautiful and adorned. They're wearing these masks as well, and then just covered in jewelry, just silver and gold and jewels. The men are both wearing their own versions of this military uniform. Very Napoleonic kind of feel to it. You know, the men are wearing military uniforms, the women in their dresses. And there are several what looks like attendants that are all wearing black, like straight black clothes with just plain white mask. And they are standing there kind of observing the things. And every time someone like kind of approaches, the guards get in the way, and they might render a short bow or maybe even a very elaborate bow to these people up. And the people never say anything and never really move much. They just nod to acknowledging people who are coming up and rendering them some type of honor. But Benedict, you see that, and the others of you probably see that too, but that's not really what catches your attention. Out the corner of your eye, in the darkness, just for a moment, you see it moving side to side laterally. Maybe just like it just pops up from behind a column, one of these arches, and then moves off into the darkness, into the fuzz at the side of your vision. You see a figure in a gold cloak and a white mask with a massive crown on its head, making hard eye contact at you. Just float to the side. And then fade off into the edge of your distance and the edge of your vision.
That's gotta be him, right? You'll see that.
He's the same one that killed Benji? Does he look the same? Does he look similar in that?
Well, I think that thing was a little bit more weird and grotesque, but we've definitely seen. This is the same figure that was in the burning house, right? Looking down at us.
In the basement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and in the basement.
All right.
Yes. And Hank, because you said that, go ahead and roll me another sanity check.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Way to take one for the team, bro.
Failure.
Roll a d6.
2.
2 sandy damage for your side pile. You try to, try to track this thing as you go, and as you look at this figure, and as you have to force your eyes, Hank, to look at this thing before you can't stop yourself to look down. You remember that feeling of the clown touching you, and of your essence boiling up out of your pores. Feel just an inkling of that, as you feel like you're being unmade by merely looking at this thing purposefully. And it's always at the edge of your vision. And maybe as you're looking through the crowd, you might see this figure walking through the crowd, always facing you, all 3 of you. Each of you always sees it looking at you.
Hank maybe not necessarily takes a knee, but kind of puts his hands on his thighs and like bends over. He's like, it's here. I don't know what it is. We're so close.
Yeah, and maybe, Hank, as you're saying that, you smell this smell. It's like a combination of cinnamon and rot. And it's just and it sickens you.
Can we take a break from this ballroom? Maybe go down that corridor. I feel like I'm going to get sick.
Right.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Luciak grasps for the handle of an axe that isn't there.
You guys head over. You guys head over to like a, like at the edge there might be like a small like side area where there's like a big window and like a small seating area. Maybe you guys head over there. As Hank's kind of struggling. And Hank, you're the one who sees it. And I know we're just really throwing it all on Hank right now, but I think you're gonna like this.
He closes his eyes. He's not opening his eyes.
He clamps his eyes shut.
Checkmate.
Hank.
It's okay, Hank. He like pats him on the back. Hank, it's okay. He's like patting the dude, when he's had too much to drink. It's okay. You know who would have loved this, Hank? You know who would have loved being here?
Oh man.
Gravedigger. Gravedigger would have loved this, Hank.
Fuck.
He keeps patting him on the back.
Just
My
stop.
heart was welling over at the mention of Benji. He just shoved it in the fucking trash.
Get off me, you crazy
Benedict's
son of a
going
bitch.
a little insane.
Shrugs off.
Well
He's
played.
going a little crazy.
Well, but imagine that in the cinematic version, we see like in slow motion, like we see that like Hank kind of sits down on this like padded stool, and maybe and Benedict is kind of like patting his shoulder. I imagine Busiak is just like arms crossed, like scanning the crowd, looking for Richard. It just
Yeah.
And in the slow-mo version of this, or in the cinematic version, we kind of zoom into Hank. As Hank is, your head's down, you're woozy, you just took the sandy hit, and you look up, slow-mo, and we see what you're looking at as the crowd just temporarily, just at that moment, just parts just a tiny bit. And you see the silhouette of a woman wearing a cornflower blue. She's looking away from you. Her
And
hands,
she's in the main area.
right, kind of at the edge of the crowd, kind of towards you, and her hands are just down in front of her, kind of, politely, and she's just standing there, kind of looking around, like looking across, and you are reminded of something you saw one time. Maybe you can't even remember now, but something about the girl in blue singing "Only Way Out is Through."
Hank,
And you see now, as she's like slightly turning her head, she's wearing a mechanical mask.
Hank will shove Benedict's hand off him. He's like, "Get off me, you crazy son of a bitch!" And he takes off his mask and like makes his way through the crowd towards this
Right.
woman.
Well, and she's like,
Bold.
and she's probably like just 2 or 3 people in the crowd, and and there's a moment where like the crowd kind of shuts in front of you, and Hank has been in Carcosa for a while, and he's probably like, "God damn it, I'm gonna learn this, I'm a loser." But you push someone aside, and she's right there, and her head is turned towards you, and you hear Hank Ellis.
Hank is like about to grab her, but like thinks better of it, and like puts his lowers his hand. He's like, Abigail Wright.
And you're like holding your weird alien mask like down in one hand, right? Like in like your face is exposed, and she like pulls her mask off, and you see a face that you have only ever seen in photographs, that you saw for the first time in a photograph in 1995. Abigail Wright. Her hair pulled back in a beautifully done bun, with decorations around the edge of her hair. Just the exact spitting image of who you saw all those years ago, and a hand goes out and touches your cheek. She's like, my knight in shining armor, you made it.
Hank's like shakes it all. He's like not her hand necessarily, but like it's like, Listen, Abigail. I don't know how much more time we have or how you got here, but there's still time. We have to go. I don't know where, but anywhere's safer than this place. We have to leave. And
you see. Oh, go ahead. Yes.
Feel like as Benedict and Luciac close by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They probably would have trailed you. Yeah.
Flanked.
And Benedict, it's fucking Abigail, right? Busiak, you don't know who the hell this is.
Benedict's just waiting.
No, it's so anticlimactic for Busia.
You've heard
but
the name.
Dace is like, we've been looking for this chick for 2 fucking years IRL. This is crazy.
Busiak, Benedict, this changes everything. I mean, we got to get her out of here. I don't know if it will make things right or make things worse, but it's the only thing we can do.
Easy, Hank. Easy, Hank.
And
Let's just listen.
And she's like, over here, and she kind of brings you back over to this big little side area, this big window that looks over the city, and you see that far, far in the distance, you see the ruined silhouette of buildings, and maybe you do see those blast every now and then, maybe even the glow of a fire far in the distance out these big windows as you look to Carcosa with the stars up in the sky, the stars that you know are the other Yatil far, far above. And she brings you over. She's like, oh, I'm so glad you finally made it. I was so worried that you. Oh, I'm so. And she turns, and Busiak, and she's not really talking to you. She's just like, I am so sorry about Benjamin. And you see, like, almost she, like, kind of tears up. She's like, it hurts my heart so much. I'm so sorry this happened to him.
She's talking to me when she says that?
No, she's not really talking to you. She's talking to you.
Okay.
So sorry about everything you've gone through to get here. Oh, I'm so glad you finally made it.
Abigail, it's lovely to meet you, and I'm sure Hank is overjoyed. What the hell are we doing here?
Well, it had to be this way. You're playing your part, and I know it's confusing, and I know you don't understand it or like it, and I get it, and I'm just so glad that you made it safely. I know you've been through hell. That terrible machine that almost killed you, Benedict. Everything that you've been through, Busiak. Oh, Busiak. Anyone else would have never made it through the night floors, through the night world, but you. I'm so glad they found you. You're exactly what they needed.
Abigail, I gotta ask you. I'm looking for somebody.
Richard.
Named Richard Smith. Rich, you know Rich? You know where he is?
He's here somewhere, and she he's here somewhere.
He's here? Like, in the room?
Yes. Or might one of the side rooms. He's here. He talks about you.
What do you mean he talks about me? Like,
oh, you're all he talks about. Besides the king, you're all he talks about.
The king, you met this king.
In a way, yes. It's not really important how I met the king. And Hank Benedict Busiak, you feel this looming force behind you, beside you, above you. Maybe out of the corner of your eye, you see that pallid mask just flash for a moment, watching you hard. Listen, I'm so glad you're here, but you cannot be here at midnight. You have to, but whatever it is that you came to do, you have to Can't be here at midnight. Can't be here at the end.
That's just it, Abigail. I know Busiak's looking for this Richard, but we came for you. You can't be here at midnight if we can't be here at midnight.
No, and she's been pretty composed, but you can tell this troubles her. I'm sorry, Hank. I'm home. I'm exactly where I've always been. I've always belonged.
You have to remember. You have to remember before the bookstore, before all this, you have to...
Everything, yeah. Even before you guys ever came there, my life, my college, my little apartment. Yeah, all of it. But I'm here now. This is where I belong. This is my part. Here. With
Hank,
you. Right now.
Can Hank roll a persuade, like saying, listen, Abigail, I know...
Begging.
Yeah, it's bullshit, all this. You can't... we made our own choices to come here. There's no parts. This is all bullshit. You have to snap out. You have to come with us. Please.
There's no snapping to be done, Hank. And by the way, and let's just imagine this. Hank, who has been focused on Abigail this whole time, is here with her in his grasp and is being told no.
Would a persuade do anything?
I'm just gonna tell you.
Benedict will probably put a hand on Hank's shoulder and like center him, like turn him, look him in the eyes, say, Hank, we're here. You found her, but it's not what you expected.
Listen.
And we need to go.
Whatever it is, came here to do. I'm sorry, Hank. I'm sorry I can't go with you. I miss the world. I miss my dad. I miss my friends. I'm gone. I've been gone for, 20 years where you're from? I've been gone a long time. The world's moved on from Abigail Wright, but not this world. World, I'm still here. And it is at this point where someone, I don't know who it is, someone is carrying a bottle.
I was gonna ask.
I can't remember which one of us. Should we just roll the
Benedict
dice?
is carrying a bottle. Has it with him.
I'm carrying a bottle because Joe hates me.
Because Joe hates Jean.
No.
She's like, "Oh, did you find your bottle in the labyrinth? It's an honor to find the bottle."
It's not my bottle. It's, I think, JC's bottle.
And she freezes, and a hand goes to her chest, and she's like, and a hand goes out to you. She's like, "The author's bottle. You've brought it."
Maybe. I may have left it outside. As he, checks his pocket. Unsure whether he's got it.
You have it. You have it in some.
He does, yeah.
He's like, she looks over to the, these royals, these nobles up on this thing. She's like, she puts a hand to her mouth and she's like, This is exactly what Casilda told me. You have to find him. He's here too. He's wearing the mask of a raven. Find him. And she's like, you can escape. Find him. Find J.C. Lentz. Find the author.
Wait, he's the one in control of all of this?
No, of course not. And she says this to you, Busiak, her eyes dart above your head as if she's looking at something that's
oh god, meatball
above you.
Meatball Busiak.
She's like, no, not in control, but find him. Find him.
So Busiak looks back at what she's looking at.
Oh Christ!
Damn
All
it.
right, roll a sanity check.
Success. Rock.
Take one
solid.
sanity damage. You look up, and just as you're looking up, the king, this figure, was looming over you, at least 10 feet tall. And just as you look up, it seems to just shoot backwards, just like back into the crowd.
I think that was the literal king.
That was the figure in the robes with the mask.
Oh, okay. Same figure that we've been seeing tangentially. Yes. Okay.
Abigail.
Busiak. We've got two people to find now. We need to get to this, Hank. Hank, are you gonna be able to deal with this later? Because it sounds like we need to leave.
I don't know if there will be a later, but Abigail, can I at least have something, a napkin, if we make it out of this, that lets me know that I tried, that this was not all for naught.
You know, she's been holding this cat mask, this mechanical cat mask, and she puts it back on her face, and she's like, just like the knights of old, huh, Hank? And she reaches back, and she has like a ribbon in her hair, like holding the bun up. She pulls it out, and it's this light blue, this cornflower blue. She pulls it, and her hair falls down over her shoulders. And, you know, she kind of musses it a little in the back to get it, you know, to set right. And she holds out this blue ribbon to you. She's like, a favor for a knight.
Hank takes it and is like, know that you still matter, Abigail, outside this world. Even if you say you don't and the world's moved on, I can't accept that that's true. And Hank doesn't even want to, like, look at her anymore, just, like, for fear that
Hank,
he's going to try to...
Hank, you get back. Find my father. Just check on him.
I will.
You. And she's like, well, good luck as you guys make your way away from that window, away from Abigail, her staying there, the mask over her face, you know, with like the whiskers kind of mechanically twitching, her hands just down in front of her, just held together. As you guys lose sight of Abigail Wright behind the crowd, fade back into the ballroom.
God damn.
Benedict will probably, like, again go to pat Hank on the back. Like, I'm sorry, Hank. I'm sorry it wasn't what you wanted.
She was too young for you anyway.
Someone
Damn it, Busiak, I'm not trying to get with it. I'm trying to save her.
one of the
Very tone deaf.
one of the passerbys in the dance, like in the ballroom, is like, oof. Like, it's just like
The same guy from before.
"Eee."
The flashbang guy.
No,
Okay, just
this is
because
not for
Jean
me.
is Jean.
I'm gonna. It's her father needs to know at the very least. I'm gonna give
Oh,
this to
my
her
mistake.
father.
And you've got this ribbon in your hand, silk
Joe?
blue ribbon. Yeah.
Joe, would you say this would be like a sanity achieving event in one's life,
Here we
having
fucking
achieved their
go.
entire life purpose?
God.
Wow. This guy.
It's kind of a big deal.
Hold on.
Yeah. Make him read those rules.
I roll a d4.
No, he's
Benedict and Hank can take 1 sanity damage, or 1 sanity back. 1 sanity back. Busiak doesn't get it because he wasn't looking for Abigail.
Is that in the sanity loss pile or general sanity?
In the sanity loss pile, you can remove 1 from your sanity pile debt. Oh yeah, nice. Someone in the chat. There's my bingo card. That's
Yeah. Glad somebody's playing bingo.
You guys,
Alright.
so
Okay.
you guys start moving through the crowd, and again, it's like, and there is this ballroom, but then like next to the ballroom there is another ballroom. You know, it's like it's just multiple chambers, but there is this large central one, where at the end is this, this, you know, it seems like they're royal or something, and again, they're all standing around this giant empty throne. You know, kind of milling about.
All right.
Hank puts
I
his mask
think-
back on and tries to blend in.
We.
All right,
It's very clear
sounds
what
like
we
we
have
gotta
to do.
get out of here before midnight. But guys, I gotta find Rich. Maybe we could get up to a vantage point, sort of scan the crowd.
Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe we
there's
should
still-
try one
what
of those
does
other
he
rooms.
look like? Who are we looking for? I mean, I don't know if it'll help since everybody has a mask on.
He's slight build, dark complexion, about as descriptive as I can get.
If I've ever
everybody's got a
bothered to
mask
think
on.
about it.
How well do you know this
That's as
man?
much of my flesh. Oh, he's my husband. Been married 10 years. I've got that disease
Oh.
where you can't remember faces.
Yee.
Makes it real hard.
Well, so if you guys want to
Hey,
look
prognosia.
around, you guys want to find someone, make me some type of roll. Like I don't know, like I need some stuff.
Hank will do an alertness success.
Or maybe go ask someone.
Okay. Ask
And I'll throw a flashbang.
so it's an athletics roll to throw the flashbang. So make sure you use the right skill.
I'll also roll an alertness, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Failure
what
for
we at?
Lucia.
What everybody get?
Hank got a success on alertness.
I got to fail charisma.
Who'd have thunk it? And then Busiak failed as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You go over, Benedict, you're trying to ask some people, and you're having a hard time finding people who speak English. You know, you do find someone, they're like, no, I have not seen a man with a bird mask. I do not know what accent this is. Pay no attention. As he fades away. Hank, you actually get to the side, and you get to the side of a, it's like one of these big columns, and maybe you actually kind of like pull yourself up on the column a little bit, and right before one of these guards is like, get down from there, kind of like what the fuck are you doing? Right before that happens, you see a long, dark beak toward one side, the beak of a raven. That is toward the edge, kind of near the royal family a little bit, but off to the side. There's a man sitting at a table, small table by himself, near like some big curtained walls.
Hank will get down as his knees pop.
Gross.
Think he's I see someone over here. Follow me. Try to make his way over there.
Yeah, Busiak will follow it. Do we know what time it is? Is there any way of knowing what time it is?
You do not know what time it is. I don't think any of you have any watches either.
You did say our masks are clockwork.
But
Got
that
him.
doesn't- You're right. That means there's a clock in it.
That means it's a clock.
You can ask for the time, and if you ask for the time, it's not gonna be hard. Like people will tell you, it's like, oh, it's almost midnight. It's like everyone's very
Okay.
excited. Like the
Okay.
king will come at midnight.
Okay, so shit's ramping up.
You guys make your way through the crowd again, kind of. You don't have to like barge through. I mean, you can if you want. Are you guys just like football linebackering just through here? Just Just okay.
No, I think it's a little bit more mellow.
I think Busiak is feeling the pressure now, because if he can't find Rich before midnight, then hard decisions are gonna have to be made.
That's true.
So this is like, maybe this is like that scene in Stranger Things, when the sheriff goes into that facility for the first time, and he like just starts murking people out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I think Busiak is getting serious, so he is gonna like barrel through the crowd and go straight up to this raven masked guy.
Yeah, you're kind of like pushing people aside, and people are like, oh, you know, I do declare, sir, you know, like that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But you get over to the side, and you see that there is a guy, and he's wearing a mechanical mask as well, and it's a raven. You know, it kind of goes over his whole head, and he is sitting smoking a cigarette through the raven mouth. You know, and he's wearing, but you look at him and he's wearing not, his clothes are not the right style. He's got the feel of like, it's like a pinstripe, like 1940s kind of thing. Like it's really ratty. He kind of stands out in that he looks kind of ratty. And he sees you guys walk up. He's like, gentlemen. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Can I help you? He sees that you've come to him. He's like,
we got your bottle.
Excuse me? Pardon? I don't think I
said we got your bottle,
pleasure.
Linz.
My bottle? I already have a drink here. I don't believe I know
Benedict?
you, sir.
Linz, cut the crap. We need two things. We need to find Richard, and Abigail just told us that we need to find you and get out before midnight.
All right, everyone. Future Joe here, and this episode went super long, so we ended up splitting it up, unfortunately. But as we discussed in the last episode, we are putting together some shirts to commemorate the end of Impossible Landscapes, this huge saga that we've gone on together, and we want to send those out to all of our Patreon supporters for free, for their kind support that allows us to continue the podcast. So everyone who is a Patreon contributor as of August 8th, 2025, will be getting reached out to on Patreon messaging so that we can get your addresses and which shirt and your sizes and all that stuff. So again, anyone on there by the 8th of August. That being said, sorry for the split episode. I know it's so close to the end, and you were probably wanting the end, but it is coming. I can't wait for you guys to see what comes next, okay? Thank you so much, as always. Bye.